Welcome to George the Indian Farmer. I recently visited the Kerala Agriculture University's campus in Mannuthy, Thrissur, Kerala. It was part of my online Agribusiness Entrepreneurship course where we had 2 days of practicals and project work. We visited several facilities including the dairy plant, the open precision farming areas, the laboratories where the food and vegetables and fruits are tested, the Agri Incubator, it's called ABI, which is Agribusiness Incubator, and the several machineries installed there, the working, and finally the convocation and giving away of certificates for the course candidates. So this is the open precision farming area where you can see the raised beds covered in mulch sheets and drip lines installed. This is cowpea or long bean. Earlier you would have seen the brinjal or eggplant. Now this is tomato in various stages, like there are green ones, there are red ones. You can see the display boards which give the details of the plants, vegetables planted there. This is not a commercial farm, so obviously the fruits are not of high quality, fruits and vegetables. Some of them are, but these tomatoes are small, and they are basically for the students to study the various aspects of cultivation. Especially in this area, it is open precision farming. The techniques are being taught, how the beds are made, how the drip lines are installed, what is the distance between each drip line, each plant, each bed, and the fertilizers used, both organic and chemical fertilizers. They use the NPKs. So this is for the students to study, and it's not a commercial farm. These are winter crops like beetroots and carrots and other crops next to the tomato. So some of them are very good, like these beds are green and the plants are healthy. This is the drip irrigation system there, where the fertigation method is used. Some of you might know. Fertigation is where you add the soluble fertilizers into these units, and that will be passed on through the drip lines, and the plants will get the fertilizers like that through the drip lines. This is the display board with the details of the vegetables being planted there. There are open spaces which are prepared already. The land is prepared and it's waiting for the next crop to be sown. There are various crops, vegetables basically, cabbages. These are beds of green and wild cabbages, the winter crops. There are farmers and agribusiness customers who come from Kerala and other states to buy the seeds and saplings of all these vegetables. So that is one commercial aspect of this open precision farming area, where they sell the seeds and the saplings, but not the vegetables itself. But there are good plantations of snake gourd, bitter gourd, which I saw, which you will see in this video, which are very good yield, and it's good for commercial sale as well. These are cabbages, green and violet. It's not a commercial farm, so you can see some drawbacks, or you can see some patches which are left unattended, or the crops are not up to the mark which you would expect in other farms. But as I said earlier, this is the snake god plantation where they have pretty good yield. There are some huge snake gods, especially I saw one which was kept on top of this trellis because of its weight so that it won't fall down. There are nice flowers, it's flowering as well. It's December and it's warm and sunny in the daytime, little cool in the night. So I think this is the one. It's a huge snake god which is kept on the trellis. There are other ones as well, but this one is very big. So I was impressed by this snake god plantation. There are workers who are tending to the plants, removing weeds, unwanted leaves. That's my group there. We were 31 doing this online course, and except for four or five candidates who couldn't attend, the rest are here. This is bitter gourd. This bitter gourd is also growing very good and healthy. You can see some huge big ones. The bitter gourds are green, light green. There are two varieties which are seen in the market. One is dark green and this one is light green. There are some bottles with the insect attracting leaves there, which attract the melon flies and other insects which come and attack these vegetables. So these two are well managed, I believe. The yield is good, both the snake gourd and the bitter gourd. And you can see the nice vegetable raised beds there which grow the plants, and there are support system to support the trellis. This is a tractor which is tilling the land for the next sowing season, and next to that are another set of beds covered in mud sheets. Basically, in open precision farming, you till the land, then make some raised beds. Depends on the type of vegetables you are planning to grow. Mostly 2 feet to 4 feet wide beds, and long enough, maybe 20 feet long or beyond that, it depends. And then the fertilizers like organic fertilizers, some cow dung and other manures are added into the soil, and they are covered with mulch sheets, and then holes are made, and then seeds are sown in the holes, drip lines installed in between, and then they're covered with the mulch sheets. So the water and the soluble fertilizers come through the drip lines and the plant grows. These are okra, lady's finger. It's also a nice area where they have healthy plants growing. So this is a vast area of Agriculture University. It's around 400 acres, I came to know. On the Cochin-Salem highway, on both sides of the highway, spread around 400 acres of land. There are various plantations of vegetables, fruits, cash crops like cashew nuts, mango, jackfruit. These are vast, huge plantations. This is young tomato plants where you can see some dry branches to give a shade to the young plants. It's open farm, and the sun will be intense in the daytime, and those branches, dry branches of some trees are given to give shade and support to the young plants. This is the poly houses where young plants are being grown, and saplings are sold to the farmers from various places. who come and buy these young saplings of this is winter crops like cabbages, cauliflowers, carrots, beetroots and all. You can see them germinating, the young plants emerging from the pro trays. There are retail and wholesale sale of these young saplings and seeds. I think you have to buy at least a minimum of 100 seeds and a pro tray containing 100 plants, and anything beyond that above. It has a huge capacity of production, so you can order maybe in thousands, 10,000s. They are able to supply you those kind of big, large volumes of seeds and saplings. This is the small entry point where you have to sanitize yourself before entering the polyhouses. There is a huge cluster of polyhouses here, as you see. There are separate polyhouses for the young saplings. Then there are raised beds, same like you saw in the open precision farming, like here also. There are winter crops like cauliflower and cabbages inside this. As I said, this is not a commercial space, so you see there are patches of vacant spaces here and there. So basically the students from the Agriculture University, they do all their studies, their experiments, their findings and their projects over here. That's for today. Thank you for watching.